Welcome to Awesome English. I'm Dan. This is lesson 7 in our series on how to write a personal recount. Now, this is the last lesson in this series. Today, our objective is to be able to write that opinion conclusion paragraph at the end of our recount. All right, let's get started. Okay, let's check in on our awesome checklist for today's lesson. These are the learning objectives we want to achieve. It's our roadmap to success. All right, so the first one is to review the macro and micro structures of a personal recount. Then, to be able to review the hamburger strategy. We'll be using this guy again today, and we've used it all this series. So hopefully now you're getting pretty good. And our final one is to be able to innovate ideas and write things in our own words. All right, let's get moving. All right, guys, you should be getting pretty good at knowing the macro and the micro elements that go into a personal recount text. So today, let's do a little think, pair, share. So if you're in class, you can talk to the person next to you. If not, have a quick brainstorming session at home. What is the structure or the macro of a personal recount text? Even better, can you think of the micro or the grammar features that go into a recount? Ready, set, go. All right, I hope that brainstorming session went well, and you now know the macro structure of a personal recount is orientation, and then the sequence of events, and then concluding opinion paragraph. Now, we've been doing the sequence of events with 3 main events, so hopefully you mentioned that too. Now, for the micro elements, maybe you mentioned some of these guys. We've got adverbs of sequence, literary devices, a mix of simple and compound sentences. All these great elements can make your recount awesome. All right, let's learn. All right, we're going to need our hamburger strategy today to make our paragraph awesome. So let's review what it looks like. Now remember, if you want to learn more about the hamburger strategy, check out the video on our channel. So it starts with that top bun. Now that's called the topic sentence or the introductory sentence. Then we have the details in the middle that give details about that paragraph idea. And then finally, we conclude with that concluding sentence that wraps up that paragraph. Okay, as a little activity before we get started, let's check out an example conclusion opinion paragraph for our personal recount about a holiday. So you can see here, in this example, there are many micro elements, and there's the hamburger strategy as well. So take a few minutes, see if you can identify and spot some of these features in this paragraph. Okay, I hope you're able to identify some of those key features. Let's check out an annotated example of a conclusion paragraph. So we have used the hamburger strategy. You can see the introductory sentence in yellow, the concluding sentence in yellow as well. We have some amazing details using literary devices like alliteration. We have a mix of simple, compound, and complex sentences. Now, over to you. Go and draft your own conclusion paragraph. Innovate and copy some of these ideas to make your paragraph awesome. You might even want to use a hook or a call to action like we have at the bottom to make your paragraph extra great. Okay, over to you. Start drafting that paragraph now. All right, now it's time for some independent learning. Now that you know how to write a personal recount, let's consolidate our learning by writing another recount. You can use ideas that we've used in this series, or come up with your own ideas to make your writing awesome. Either way, remember, practice makes progress. I'll see you next time, and remember to stay awesome.